let's talk soccer.
Yeah, I mean, that was a hell of a Gold Cup match last night.
I'll ask this question right now. We cover Team USA extensively, men and women. I'll ask this question. The landslide of criticism that has been dumped all over Mauricio Pochettino, the incoming Team USA coach, this past month, from Landon Donovan, from Alexi Lalas, from Tim Howard, and others, that Pochettino should have made Christian Pulisic and all the veterans play in the Gold Cup. Instead, he ordered them to be rested to recover from injuries so he'd have them to train for the World Cup. Should those guys, does the Landon Donovans of the world owe Pochettino an apology? Because Team USA went to the championship game of the Gold Cup with the youngest roster they've ever had in Gold Cup play, and they pushed Mexico to the 77th minute before Mexico scored the go-ahead goal and the game-winning goal in a 2-1 finale. Do those players who had their own success in their own careers owe Pochettino an apology? Coach said this morning that he thinks the experience that young team that he force-fed and played will be forever a positive in terms of their growth. He says this will be a tremendous experience factor as this group of young guys, force-fed, now gets ready to train when Pulisic and those guys join them to get ready for the World Cup. Or there are other people of the opinion, shut up, we're not giving out participation trophies. You lost to Mexico. But understand, Mexico's side had veteran players from Mexico and players from the English Premier League along the way. But I'll tell you, you saw Richard score that goal 4 minutes in. That's a player. I will tell you, you may not like the former coach, but I will tell you, Sebastian Burkhalter, as a fullback, as a defender, as a guy moving the ball up the pitch, he was really impressive. And I think they found themselves another goaltender in Matt Freese. So I think Team USA's kids scored early, withstood enormous pressure from Mexico. And then at the end, there were some controversial calls, non-calls. Refs took a lot of heat from both coaches. There were at least 2 handball calls that the referee didn't blow the whistle, didn't see. There was VAR calls on an offside goal. The game-winning goal scored by Alvarez sure looked like he was offside right in front of the American goalkeeper.
Okay. It was close, though.
It was close. So the Mexican fans just went haywire. Pochettino said today, and this is a little bit over the line, FIFA may smack him for this. Pochettino said today he thought the referee was intimidated by the Mexican fans. And they said 75% of those people were wearing El Tri colors for Team Mexico. And he felt, Pochettino, this is his comment, if that referee called handball, which would have led to a USA penalty shot, he said these fans would have burned the damn stadium down. But he said he thought the referee was intimidated by the Mexican crowd. That's a little bit of a reach. There were 2 handballs. There was the offside call that was overruled, and then there was a no foul. There should have been no foul, which led to the free kick, which led to Alvarez's final goal. There's a lot of complex things that were going on, but I think in the big picture, Pochettino force-fed these kids. These kids played really well against a Mexican veteran side. They lost the Gold Cup 2-1. You watched it? Give me your opinion, because I'll guarantee you, fans from our chat box, somebody's going to corner kick us some opinions there.
It was a really entertaining match. And I turned on the game like about maybe 2 minutes in, and there was all this smoke in the stadium. So I assume they had some.
How stupid was that? In an enclosed stadium in Houston, FIFA says we're going to celebrate the start with fireworks, and there's nowhere for all that air to go.
Exactly. So I was like, what the hell's going on here? And I'm watching the game, and to your point, Richard scored early and on a goal that was just barely inside the line.
Nice hitter.
It was a great header. So it was a great game. And now, yeah, like to your point, Pochettino is turning out to be a genius when we were all ragging on him a few weeks ago. But I agree. I think this is a great growth opportunity for them, but you could tell that the Mexican players were of a much higher quality than a lot of the American players. I mean, the possession time was very unbalanced, wasn't it?
68% Mexico possession time, and Matt Freese made a pile of big saves along the way. But right at the end, Team USA did not wilt.
No.
Freese made stops. They got the ball out of trouble despite the possession time. And in the final 3 minutes of extra time, Team USA had 2 opportunities to score, just couldn't get the foot on the ball.
Yeah, on the squad, Luna's a pretty interesting dude to watch. I mean, that guy is like a fire plug with his blonde bleach hair, and he was not in the championship game. He wasn't so good, but he was really good in the semis. And it was nice seeing our old friend De La Torre, from San Diego FC, was out there getting a lot of minutes as well.
I thought Berhalter played really well.
Yeah, did you see that one time there were like these 2 defenders on a corner that were just muscling Berhalter, and he's really small compared to like all those really tall defensive players, but he is tough as nails, and a lot of those shots that he sent in on the free kicks, they were really good.
Yeah, Pochettino, the word he used to describe what happened last night, priceless experience for those kids.
Yeah.
So that's where you are. Soccer fan, feel free, jump on board. Do you think Landon, Donovan, and these guys maybe owe Coach Pochettino a bit of an apology for how they reacted?